Hey guys, so Jollibee is on fire. Where's the stock headed? What should you do if you own it? What should you do if you want to buy it? What if you are a long-term investor? How should you analyze the stock? Check this video out. So Jollibee is doing amazing. Over the past few days, you saw how the stock had a lot of buying interest, how you see buyers just keep on piling up the stock, and the difference now is there's a lot of volume attached to it. And for those who've been following my videos of technical analysis, for those of you who attended the seminars, you know that volume, value turnover, is something that's very, very, very important because it places a shroud of conviction in where the stock is and how the market perceives the stock and the company as a whole. You have to understand that when it comes to trading the markets, so we're not supposed to be so hell-bent on what we perceive the stock to be, but the market has a better understanding on what it is and how we follow the value of the company, and as combined on where the market thinks it is, that's where you can make money, not just now, but you can find a repetitive pattern over it. Not just now, but for the years to come. Now, so from a fundamental aspect, Jollibee is an amazing company. I've been a fan of Jollibee for so many years already, since 2007, 8, 9. I've been a fan of its growth story. I've been a fan of its brand, that people will love it so much that people will just... Jollibee will never run out of customers at the end of the day. Inflation can go up, people will still buy Jollibee. Jollibee is an amazing brand that no matter what fast food chain will come here, Popeyes is coming back. You have McDonald's, you have KFC. The Jollibee that we have here is the only market in the world that has ever beaten McDonald's in its home turf. So Jollibee is an amazing brand, and you're seeing now waves upon waves of different foreigners raving about how good Jollibee is. So from a brand perspective, Jollibee is amazing. From a growth story perspective, Jollibee is amazing as well, because 50% of its earnings over the next few years will come from overseas. That's why you've been seeing a lot of acquisitions, not just expanding the Jollibee brand, Chowking, Mang Inasal, Red Ribbon to other corners of the world, but also them buying different entities and brands, from Torta Frontera, Smash Burger. They now own 100% of Smash Burger, to their consortiums in Vietnam. So you are seeing Jollibee that will be a global brand. And the heart of this video also is, if you're not investing yet in the market, I hope that you do. I hope that you start taking a look of taking a shot about the stock market, because the stock market is still one of the greatest investment outlets out there, one of the greatest assets out there, that if you don't have a plan to start a business yet, you better just buy Jollibee stock, because Jollibee will be amazing. So if you're passive, you're not too sensitive about valuations, you can still invest in Jollibee. Just keep on buying, leave it for the long term, accumulate. 20 years from now, I believe Jollibee will be at a even better position. Now, for those who are sensitive about valuations, Jollibee is expensive. Even at 240, when the stock hit 240 this year, it dropped na from 300 a certain point a few months ago after hitting 240. That was the support range. However, at 240, it was expensive. So if you're very, very sensitive with valuations, and you are an investor in Jollibee, my suggestion is just wait for it to store up that cash, because there will still come a point in time that Jollibee will correct. It doesn't have to be this year. It could happen years from now. But what you can do is store up that cash or trade other stocks first. Then when Jollibee corrects massively, that's where you start coming in, because as of this point in time, your upside will be muffled, because at 300 plus, if it goes say to 400 in the next year or so, if it goes to 360, 330, your upside will become very, very it's not so attractive. Even right now, even its 2019 valuations, Jollibee is overvalued already. So from a valuations perspective, I would suggest that you wait up until it becomes cheaper, up until it becomes more attractive. From a growth perspective though, Jollibee is growing rapidly. Jollibee is growing fast. Jollibee is not just expanding from the Philippine front anymore, expanding way outside the Philippines as well. So if your context is growth, Jollibee is a good buy as of this point in time. Now let's take a look at what the charts are telling us as well. So the first part of what I mentioned is for long-term investors, passive investors, and for people who are very, very strict into valuations. But if you are a quick trader and a position trader, this is what you can look at. So now, if you look at this chart as a whole, I mentioned this in a few videos back that the breakout from 275 will bring Jollibee closer and stronger into a bullish uptrend. So as you can see here at 275, it broke out from that area. After breaking out, you now see that the stock has been pushing larger, stronger after this breakout. So it's what's pushing the stock from something that was bearish into something that is of a more bullish standpoint already. And if you look at it also, even price and momentum oscillators are confirming the bullishness of the stock. So from a position trading standpoint, those who bought at around 275, you're in a good position right now. I hope that you already are positioned in the stock because there's no sell signal yet. And then our goal, our stance, our technique into all of this is, as the stock is still in its uptrend, you hold on as much as you can to it and you ride that uptrend too. And that's where Jollibee is right now. Jollibee, from a position trading standpoint, is in an uptrend. After the breakout of 275, you're not supposed to sell. You're not supposed to sell too prematurely, because a stock that's in an uptrend will continue to go up until proven otherwise, until something shifts. Even all of the moving averages right now, for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what I mean. You're not supposed to sell yet. Continue to position, continue to hold, continue to stay into the stock first as of this point in time. Next, for quick traders, let me show this to you. For quick traders, what's very, very interesting is I noted that there's a support level at around 242 pesos per share, and then there's a resistance at around 302 pesos per share. What happened today was we started to break out from that level, meaning my whole narrative in this is Jollibee has never gone above this level for its entire lifetime. So the narrative of all of this is, if Jollibee stays above 302, Jollibee stays at 302, 305 levels and it doesn't go any lower, I believe Jollibee can hit 360. 350 to 360 will be its short to mid-term movement, its target price, its upward progression. So from a quick trading perspective, your play stays above 305. It could go to 350 to 360 and you can set your target to sell over there. From a position trading standpoint, no sell signal yet. I hope you're already positioned. After the breakout of 275, the stock has been bullish and no sell signal yet. From a fundamental standpoint, you own the stock, you're into growth, keep on buying. It's still relatively good. If you're passive, you're not watching the stock market, you just want an alternative for time deposits, you should be positioned in Jollibee. Leave it there for 20 years. It's gonna be it's gonna be good, it's gonna outperform. The brand is amazing, the company is amazing, it's led by amazing people. If you're sensitive with valuations, now is not a good time for you to start to come in. So I try to segment it based on where you are, based on who you are, based on the type of investing segmentation you are, because at the end of the day, investing in Jollibee and investing in the stock market as a whole is not just based on the parameters out there, but you have to tweak it based on who you are, the risks that you have, and the tolerance that you can actually portray, and what you can actually, I guess, the gains that you also would want to get. So that's it for now. I'll keep you updated with this Jollibee breakout. I'll keep you updated should there be any sell signals for quick traders, position traders, investors, people who are sensitive into valuations, and for those of you who are into it for the long term. But I hope that this video pushes you, nudges you to take a look about the stock market, that it's not as hard, it's not as complicated as what most people think it is. And I really do hope that you invest, that I really do hope that, I sincerely hope that you use the stock market as a way for you to reach your goals of financial freedom, because it can be done. You can be prosperous. You can use the stocks to let your portfolio grow, let your cash grow. It can beat inflation, it can beat time deposits. If you cannot invest into a business, or you're not an entrepreneur, you're not a business person, stock market is for you. It's a way for you to grow. It's a way for you to let your money grow as a whole, and allows you to live life at your own terms. That you can do the things that you want based on how you want it to go, based on the life that you want to have also, because the stock market is passive. It's money working hard for you. It's Jollibee working hard for you. It's the owners of Jollibee working hard for you. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Next session, I'll be in Qatar next month, and I'll be doing Stock Smarts Manila this March. So God bless you. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Marvin Vermo. See you all again soon. Bye-bye.